Biene und Michael, German Curriculum, Chapter 5, Section 4, G54. Okay, continuing with stuff at home, zu Hause. Here we have stuff that's going to be, well, not necessarily outside, a combination of things. Okay, never mind, we'll just go through it. Die Blume, that means the flower. Think of the English word of what flowers do. Flowers bloom, right? Okay, that's how you can remember Blume, because Blume and bloom are related. So, das Esszimmer, that means the eating room. What is the eating room, of course? Or the eat room, literally. That's the dining room, naturally. So, der Scheuerlappen, two words. Scheuern is to scrub, and Lappen is a cloth. The scrub cloth, or scrubbing rag, literally is what that means, and we would call it maybe a floor cloth or something like that. Or dishcloth, whatever. Wischt mit dem Scheuerlappen. That does not mean wishes, that means wipes, okay? If you think wischt means wishes, it's false cognate. It is related to wipe. So wipes with the scrubbing cloth or scrubbing rag. That's or the floor cloth it is, okay? That's what wischt mit dem Scheuerlappen. That's what that phrase means. We've had der Tisch already, the table. And die cover. Well, what is a table cover in English? We call it a tablecloth, right? Deckt den Tisch. That literally would mean covers the table. However, it's not what it refers to. It refers to setting the table. So deckt den Tisch is sets the table. All right. So the knife and fork and salt and pepper and all that stuff. So der Eimer, that means the bucket. Nimmt den Eimer means takes the bucket, comes from nehmen, which is taking. Nimmt den Eimer, takes the bucket. So this is cleaning, still cleaning the house. Der Fußboden, we had that chapter 1 or 2. Fuß and Boden, so foot, floor, literally. Remember I told you that Fußboden refers to indoors, that's why it's the foot floor, as opposed to der Boden, that could be outdoors as well. The outdoor floor, the ground, in other words, is never called Fußboden. Even if you may put your feet on it, it's not what it's called. The Fuß refers to something indoors. So that's that, and literally foot, floor, because we have the word foot and floor right there. Boden is floor. Nass, that is wet. Die Vase, same thing, the vase. Or the vase, whatever you want to say. It doesn't matter. Der Hund, we've had that before. The English word hound is related, and remember that it's a default male. Unless you know otherwise, it's der Hund, the male dog, not die Hündin. And same with cats, it is default female, die Katze. Unless someone tells you it's a male, then it's der Kater. But so your default is going to be that. So dogs, male, cats, female. Of course, it's not accurate, but linguistically it is so. All right, unless told otherwise. That's why I wrote default. Okay, so we have füttert den Hund, which means feeds the dog. The hound, yes, the Hund, yeah. And füttert die Katze would be the same thing, yes. So that's that. And and you can see male default right here. Das Hundefutter, the dog food. It is never going to be called das Hündin or die Hündenfutter or das. It's awkward. You just never say it. Even if you have female dog, you still call it Hundefutter, and vice versa with the cat. Even if you have two male cats, as we have one male, one female dog, and we have two male cats. I should say I'm going to buy Katerfutter, right? But that's not how I would say it, because it's still called Katzenfutter. All right, that's just the way it is. Male default, linguistic. That's nothing else. Don't read more into it than there is. It's the way the language is. So anyway, the cat food is then called Katzenfutter, even if you have female cats. Even if you have male cats, Kater, and vice versa. Even if you have female dogs, it's still Hundefutter, not Hündinfutter. So that's that, and we'll go to the story now. Okay, so we had Rolf, the neighbor, hitting on Michael's girlfriend Sabine, and him being most displeased about it, and rightfully so. So anyway, we will go with the story now. Okay, and you can look at the pictures and see what's going on. I mean, as always, I'll read it first and then go through it. Here we go, let's start. Michael nimmt einen Eimer und Scheuerlappen und geht ins Esszimmer. wischt den Fußboden mit dem Scheuerlappen. Rolf deckt den Tisch und stellt eine Vase mit Blumen darauf. Sabine füttert den Hund und die Katze. Rolf gibt ihr eine Blume. Michael schlägt Rolf mit dem nassen Scheuerlappen. Oh, entschuldige bitte. Alright, so here's the story. Michael takes a bucket and scrubbing rag and goes into the eating room, as into the dining room. Remember that ins is a contraction for in das Esszimmer. So, wischt den Fußboden mit dem Scheuerlappen. He wipes the foot floor, as in the floor inside, with the scrubbing rag, or the floor cloth, yes, whatever we wanted to call it. Rolf deckt den Tisch und stellt eine Vase mit Blumen da drauf. So Rolf sets the table and sets a vase with flowers on it. That's so he puts a flower vase on the table after he set the table. That's what that is. So Sabine füttert den Hund und die Katze. So Sabine feeds the dog and the cat, the hound, yes, and the cat. So that's what's happening right there, and you can see that in the picture. So we got der Hund und die Katze und Hundefutter, Katzenfutter. Alright, there we go. And then we go, Rolf gibt ihr eine Blume. Rolf gives her a flower. And does Michael happy about that? No, of course not. So he's going to do something by mistake, of course. Michael schlägt Rolf mit dem nassen Scheuerlappen. Michael hits Rolf with the wet scrubbing rag or whatever. So hits him. It's attached to the end of a mop right now. Okay, so. And then he says, pretty ironically, I'm sure, facetiously, he says, oh, excuse, or oh, pardon me, is what he says. Please is literally entschuldige bitte. Entschuldigung is pardoning. And so, yeah, he's saying he did that by mistake. I don't think that looks by mistake. And anyway, well, who can blame him, right?